guys, welcome to London Players Guild. Today, sadly, Scott is not with us as he has fallen ill. It's nothing serious, he's just not feeling well. I am joined today by Dean Hopkins of Dragon Raider, if I remember correctly.
Yes. Thanks for having me again, guys. I hope that you can just put up with me again for another video.
Yeah, so today we have the last bits of the tournament pack. So a quick read through the blurb. Good morning. Sorry. Good morning, DBSCG fans. What did you think of yesterday's Tournament Pack Volume 3 reveals? Here are the rest of the cards, and the Dark Empire Strikes Back from Premium Pack Set 4, so this is the Dark Dragon Ball, right? So this is the 9th card we're going to see today. Let us know what you think of these cards, and come back tomorrow for the remaining SPRs, black cards, and some more surprises. So we're having some surprises, possibly a secret?
Maybe.
Well, let's go into the first one, and I'll leave this one to you because I know you're a Goku Black fan. Even though it's
Oh, yes,
not a
please.
Goku Black card.
So we have a unison that's all specified yellow Goku Black Time Ring Trespasser, 15k power. Has an activate main for 3 specified yellow. If your leader card and energy are all mono yellow, you can play this card from your hand with 3 markers on it. And then it has a +0 skill auto. At the end of your turn, you get to switch this card to active mode, and then it gains blocker until the end of the opponent's next turn. And then its last skill is -1. Activate main, choose one of your opponent's battle cards in rest mode, negate its skills for the turn, and KO it. Wow, so that -1's
That
pretty
minus one
strong.
is huge. One thing I want to say is a turn earlier awakening for Syn Shenron, right?
Yes, that is actually a very, very good point. I didn't actually think about that. Yeah,
Because
that
that's the
that could
first thing,
actually be
because we
pretty
were
big.
talking about that when we were doing Yellow Graded with Scott, which is already
Yeah,
recorded, not online yet. But when we were doing that, we had thought that the reason why we don't have a full specified cost unison for yellow is because it's a Syn Shenron synergy. We have only
yeah,
one. We had only one so far, which was Kabura. I'm surprised that they went with this because this is a turn early awakening for Sin.
yeah. It's pretty great because if you think about it, then it's essentially just a 2-mana unison with 3 markers on it, since the awakens and
Yeah,
untap one on Syn Shenron, which is that's pretty incredible. I can see this card possibly maybe bringing a more control Syn Shenron to the forefront, since most deck lists at the moment are generally very aggro orientated, where they don't run unisons. But I think this could very much just be a return to a more control-y design for
yeah.
Syn Shenron
Even
players.
if not controlling, I think that early awaken to have that access to your 6 energy, or even if you later on you have a certain amount of energy already, even on turn 5, spending just 3 energy to be able to awaken rather than 4 energy, it can be huge in that
Exactly.
deck because a lot of
Yeah.
evolves and skills just cost that energy, right?
Yep, 100%, 100% couldn't agree more.
I can't see what else this is supposed to work with, to be honest with you.
Yeah, it's like I feel like you could maybe use this in the mono yellow Gohan deck, the blocker deck, but I just feel like I mean, you could even use it with the androids, but I just feel like that this is 100% Memphis in Shenron.
I think this wouldn't be that good for the androids because as I was doing Untapped Potential, which we do every Tuesday with Scott, live on Twitch, when we were doing that, Android 17 and 18 suffer from one major thing. They have nothing that rest cards.
Ah, yes, very true, very
Everything
true.
affects something in rest mode, nothing that rests. I found myself on really bad and a lot of skills with dealing something that's in the rest mode and nothing was in the rest mode.
Yeah, true. Yeah, I guess so.
So that last skill just doesn't seem that good for
Yeah,
androids specifically.
yeah, true.
Well then, going on, we have Pan, Heroine's Lineage. So she's a heroine card, surprise, surprise. A 2-drop to specified yellow 5000 power blocker. But if you have Goku GT or heroine card in your leader area or battle area, you can play this card from your hand without paying its energy cost. So it's a free blocker. We have a return of 3 blockers for heroine.
Yeah, I mean, like, I just don't understand why this is a promo. Like, this could just be like a comment in the main set.
I think, to be honest, this should have been a card in Battle Evolution Booster, right? With the
Yeah, it
support
just doesn't.
for the heroines.
It just doesn't scream promo to me at all. Like,
Yeah.
I think it's just a kind of filler spot. It's a bit weird.
Yeah, it reminds me of that Veku that kept on switching sides.
Yeah.
She's a decent enough card. She can work with
Yeah,
Goku GT, I guess. But yeah, it's peculiar. I'm not sure what to make of her. Definitely doesn't belong in a promo slot. I think I agree there. Ooh. Now we don't have Scott for this, sadly.
yeah. Sadly, we don't have
Do
Scott
you want to
now.
take this?
Yes, I'll take this. So we've got a 4-drop, 2 specified yellow, Nuova Shenron, Unwavering Conviction. Has 20k power. Critical blocker, auto burst 1, 1 specified yellow. If your leader card and all your energy are yellow, when this card is used in a combo from your hand, choose up to one of your opponent's battle cards or unison cards and switch it to rest mode. So what I like about this is that it's not just a fantastic defensive card to rest something, but
Yeah.
being able to make your 8-drop 30k Syn Shenron a critical blocker and then restand it at the end of the turn so it's still got the blocker skill is
Yeah.
very, very strong.
This is a generally good card because I think there was something that was playing a folder of Nova Shenron and being able to play a critical that's a 20k crit.
Yeah, that's
That's
wow.
scary, yeah.
Yeah,
I'm
that's a really good card.
But I'm not surprised that we have more support for Shadow Dragons because let's be honest, we haven't seen any core set and we kinda knew there's more coming. Because
True. I mean, the
this
thing that
yeah,
no, the thing that's nice about it as well is that it doesn't specify. Obviously, like, it's just saying your
yeah.
yellow leader. So this is just like going to be probably a generic tech card that some yellow leaders are probably going to use, like Mecha Freezer
And
maybe. But
I'm going to take it further. It doesn't specify mono yellow.
oh yeah, it doesn't even specify mono yellow. Yeah, that's crazy. So maybe like stuff like Surge Cell could use it.
Yeah, Surge Cell, a Surge Goku. There's one more yellow, I think. Maybe
The
a green.
Kefla Surge
Kefla,
leader.
Kefla. Thank you. And again, energy doesn't need to be all yellow either. It needs to
Yeah,
be
that's
mono yellow. It doesn't need. Sorry, it doesn't need to be all mono yellow. It just needs to be yellow. So multicolors will work with this.
that. Yeah, this is probably going to be one of those chase promo cards. I
I
think.
think so. I think it's fairly decent, and sadly, the best deck it's going to be for is Mecha Freezer.
Yeah. Mech is just gonna have a field day tapping
Yeah,
around just essentially for one energy, and it's a 5k combo as well. You don't even have
yeah.
to pay like an additional
I
energy
mean,
for
there is
the
that
combo.
burst, but I don't think that's exactly bad either. Especially if we're getting some
Yeah,
good overwhelm cards, I don't think this is going to be an
exactly. Yeah,
issue.
exactly.
Then we have a multicolor promo.
Oh,
That caught me by surprise. So we
hmm.
have a 5-drop Android 16 Stalwart Defender for 1 blue, 1 green. 15,000 power, energy exhaust, arrival, blue, green for 1 blue. So it's for that Android 16 that can arrival from
Yeah,
the energy. Probably not only, but. So when this card is played, you can't play copies of this card for the turn. Then you choose one. You choose up to one of your opponent's battle cards with cost 4 or less and KO it. So it's a removal. Or if your leader is a blue Android card, add up to one blue Android 16 with cost of 2 or less from your deck to your hand and shuffle your deck. So you can search for the ramping Android 16.
yeah. So like filtering for the ramp card if you want to go like in the ramp route, or just essentially one mana to just remove a 4 or less that's attacking is yeah.
Yeah.
That's
So
pretty good value.
imagine you're going first, charging one of your arrival Android 16s, which in Android 16 they don't have energy exhaust, right?
Yeah, I don't think they have energy
No,
exhaust
they don't
if they
have
have
energy
arrival.
exhaust. Then you leave it at that. Your opponent attacks. You go super combo Android 18, the multicolor. Arrival
Yeah,
this, set the 2-drop. Next turn, charge something and play that 2-drop.
yeah, that's pretty good. Just being able to make sure that you don't whiff on the ramp card is
Yeah,
pretty good in itself.
and the fact that you can, yeah, your opponent cannot attack you if you went first. Essentially, this is a deterrent for the attacking because if you do that, you let them play their strategy.
Yeah.
Then we go into black cards. Uh,
Okay, so I'll take this one. So
yeah,
it's a 2-drop black, no specified cost, time, patrol, sun, go 10. So 5k combo, 10k power. Also, once per turn, when you play a battle card using Overwhelm, you draw one card, then place up to 3 black battle cards from your warp into your drop area. Activate main, you choose this card and one of your Trunk Xeno cards, and you send them to their owner's warps. Choose up to one Go Tank Xeno card with an energy cost of 3 from your hand or warp and play it. If you played that card from your hand, you draw one card. So just being able to tutor out the fusion and just being able to gain draw and sort of recycle in from warp into
Yeah,
drop area for further overarms is just really good.
that auto does remind me a lot about the
Time
Vegeta
regulator?
time regulator. I think I always forget.
Yeah,
I know it's time something Vegeta. I never remember what it is. Yeah, the time regulator.
yeah, definitely.
It
I feel like
does.
this is just
Yeah,
no, sorry. It was just it sort of reminds me of a way that you could tutor it out since like it's a Sun Goten, so you can use it for a fusion. Whereas like if you were using Time Regulator, you can't really use it for any fusion since obviously the this is pretty much meant for the Kai deck, and the Kai's focusing a lot on Sun Goten
yeah.
and Trunks, you know. But I think it's a really, really good design card as well. I don't think it's anything over the top, but I think it's going to be a pretty solid card that you're probably going to want a playset of if you're playing the Kai deck.
Gotek Xeno definitely. The 6 drop is definitely very interesting, and we're also going to see that 3 drop that you can Xeno evolve on top of.
Yeah,
So that's how it's going to end up in the warp, and I really like the fact you can play it from your warp. Doesn't matter if
yeah,
you
definitely.
burst it or if you're going to overwhelm it. It's essentially going to be really good. And then when you play the overwhelm card, you immediately refuel the 3 cards for the most basic overwhelm 3.
Yep, definitely.
Then we have SS4 Vegeta Faint Greeting. 6 drop, 30,000 power, Dark Broly support.
Dark Broly.
Yeah. When this card is played using Overwhelm, your opponent chooses 1 card in their hand and sends it to their warp. This is actually a Dark Broly support, at least the version I was playing. Don't at me.
Yeah, so very more on the hand destruction route. I also
Yeah.
like that you can use this in like, I would probably say you'd use it in Truman Salsa to add stuff to the warp. You wouldn't really use it
Yeah.
in Mechi just because of the balls and the drop area. But yeah, this is overall just a really, really solid card. Like, it's just if you want to go that sort of route with destroying your opponent's hand, like you just have another card to be able to do it.
I think this is way better than Bardock that I was running because Bardock costed 3 energy.
Exactly, yeah.
This
I,
one
I
doesn't cost
definitely agree.
energy and I can go into it. So yeah, I definitely like
Yeah,
this.
yeah, completely agree. A very, very, very good solid card.
Ooh, we have SS3 Gogeta. Do you want to take this one?
Oh, yes. Oh, so it's a 6 drop black, SS3 Gogeta thwarting the Dark Empire. 25k power, 5k combo. It has unique, double strike, and then it has overwhelm for 6, 1 specified black, or Union Fusion, 1 specified black for Son Goku Xeno and Vegeta Xeno. So it has permanent. You can choose battle cards in your warp when choosing cards to use this card's union skill
Yeah.
from your hand. And then if you do, you place the chosen cards from warp in the drop area. And then it has an auto. When this card attacks, choose up to one of your opponent's battle cards and send it to the warp. Overall, just a pretty solid card. It's quite cheap, costing 1 energy, and just being able to remove a card off your opponent's board is yeah, I think it's pretty good value.
It's definitely also the card you can play it using cards from your warp,
Yeah,
which makes the Goku and Vegeta 30Ks really important here.
yeah,
This is the
definitely, yeah.
gimmick we have seen for the Gogeta in the last set, right?
Yeah, I was going to say you'd be able to play this off the PyCon Unison as well,
Yeah.
which is just another nice option for the deck to have if they don't want to go into like the fusion route with just, like splitting off into the weenies. It's just a really good option. I think it's got pretty good keywords, it's got a nice power as well.
It
I
has
think it's probably going
overall
to take some
skill
play.
for that Rebello as well.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, just being able to bring out with the Rebel Secret Rare is going to be pretty good as well.
Because that, when this card attacks, skill is really strong.
Yeah, definitely, definitely. Just being able to warp anything, like no energy
Yeah.
cost. Obviously, doesn't ignore barrier, but it'd be a little bit too much for the cost that it requires.
No, definitely. I think if it ignored, but there is plenty of mini tools you can use to remove barrier, so I don't think there's an
Yeah,
issue.
definitely.
One thing I'm going to point out is that their print up version does not have properly resized union tag, and you can see the placeholder text underneath it still.
Yeah, 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 yeah. Very true.
Um, so at least we know how the cards are made.
Yeah, very true, very true.
Then we go. Oh, such a
Ooh.
shame Scott is not here.
Oh, unbelievable.
Demon
The
God
wifey.
Towa, restoring the Dark Empire. 2 drop, 10,000 power. Activate main for 1 energy, any energy. If your leader card is a Towa card, and your opponent has 2 or more energy, you discard this card from your hand and place 1 card from your life into your drop. You can't activate the copies of this card for the turn. and you choose one. Play up to 2 Dark Broly battle cards with different card names and cost 2 or less. And or non-black battle cards with Xeno in their character names, different card names, and energy cost of 2 or less from your deck with their skills negated for the turn, then shuffle your deck. Or alternatively, you can play up to 1 Dark Broly card from your deck, then shuffle your deck. Any Dark Broly card will do.
Wow, that is insane. 1 energy, and you can just. I mean, I think the other skill's pretty good for setting up, like if you want to set up the blocker and stuff like that. But just like
Yeah.
that second one, just being able to play a 30k beta is just that alone for 1 energy is pretty incredible. And just giving access to that in the Towa deck is really, really good support.
To be fair, I think the first skill in the Towa Ultimate deck, Towa Leader, is also amazing because you can play Lord Slag Blocker. You can tutor that Lord Slag Blocker for one
Yep,
blocker for
exactly.
1
Yeah.
energy.
And then you pass your turn, obviously, it's going to get
Yeah.
the blocker skill back, which is what you want it for, just to set up that chain, which is just really good filter, just added filter to the Towa deck.
Yeah. It's nice that they keep on supporting that deck, because that deck was interesting, but it looked like it missed something.
Yeah, it was definitely like still missing some support. Unfortunately, it doesn't look like the main set. We haven't seen a lot the rest of the black cards yet, but it doesn't seem like there's that many cards that work with Toa since it specifies a Mechi leader.
I mean, we have
So
seen already in Tournament Pack that there is lots of support for legacy decks in here,
yep, definitely,
which
definitely.
is, on one hand, it's good that we have a support for legacy deck, but I don't think Tournament Pack is the place you should be doing this.
Yeah, definitely, because people will just grab on, and if like this is just a really good card that helps out Toa, just the
Yeah.
price just becomes astronomical, and it's just it's never nice.
And to be fair, it is good even in the old Tower. Because
Yeah,
Dark
definitely,
Broly
yeah,
that can remove something for 1 energy, damn.
yeah. That's not a bad shout at all. Yeah.
Then we go. Oh yeah, that's the last card for today. If you want to take this, this is the promo form premium pack that we have knew about for a while.
Yeah, so we've known about this for a while, but I'll go over it if anybody didn't see it from the Dragon Ball trailer. So it's a 1 cost, the Dark Empire Strikes Back extra card. It has a permanent that this card gains Dark Dragon Ball in all areas. Has a permanent if your leader card is a black Mechikabura card with the Wish skill. Reduce the energy cost of this card in your hand by 1, so it essentially just becomes a free play.
Yeah.
And then it has an activate main if your leader card is a black Mechikabura only leader card, and you choose 1 Dark Dragon Ball card, or 1 Black Demon Realm Race card, or 1 Demon God card in your hand, and then you discard this card and that. You get to draw 2 cards, and then your opponent sends 1 battle card from their drop area to their warps. Just a way to be able to sort of make your Dark Dragon Ball cards essentially just become normal Dragon Balls, like
Yeah.
the old Wish ones, just drawing cards to filter.
Yeah. One thing I'm going to point out that's really important here. If we're going to get a Dragon Raider for Dark Dragon Balls, or a sort of Dragon Raider for Dark Dragon Balls, this card won't be that good. Because usually you're already going to be awakened. Which means
Yeah,
your
definitely.
leader won't have a wish skill.
The Wish skill, yeah, definitely. It
Yeah.
also makes it's what made me think that we probably won't get a Dragon Radar style card. I don't personally think we need it with all the cards that they've released that send balls from the deck to the drop
Yeah.
area, but I know a lot of people have been mentioning about that they'd want it for the deck.
It would be nice, but on the other hand, we do not have desires for the deck. Which is an
Yeah,
interesting
very
thing.
true.
The deck doesn't
Yeah,
play desires.
yeah,
So it doesn't really feel like the wish deck.
yeah,
Uh, yeah. I don't know what else to say. I like the fact that you keep on warping your opponent's stuff. It just
yeah,
feels good. It's a shame you can't do that in Green Raditz. That's my only thing, because that Green Raditz loves warping opponent's stuff and then playing the 1-drop to draw a million cards.
True. Maybe one day we'll get the reboot. That's what I've been
Yeah,
praying for
I've
ages.
been hoping I've been hoping for that for a while. I absolutely love the Green Raditz. It's just a shame it's a bad leader.
Yeah, arguably the worst.
No, Chill is worse.
Ah, yes, true. I keep
Babidi as
forgetting that
well.
that card exists.
Babidi leader is also a thing. The red
Ah, very
Babidi
true,
leader
very
from
true.
set 2. Set 1 and 2 had some really bad leaders.
Yeah, very true. It was very top heavy. You had like the good leaders, and then you just had the rest.
Yes. If you're playing blue, you need to play Soul Striker or Vegeta.
Yeah, pretty much.
But yeah, that's that for the reveals. Thank you guys for watching. Before we go, we do have 2-star and 3-star Dragon Ball tournament already. Sign-ups are there. I think it's 18th of April, and I don't remember from the top of my head when is the one in May. If you want the cards from set 13, this is set 13, right?
Yep, set 13.
UW4 set 13. We do still have boxes on our website for £70 a box plus postage. So if you're in UK, £6.50 for the postage, £70 for the box. Definitely a steal. For our Patreons, we have even further discounts. At $10, you do get boxes for £62. Yeah. And let us know down in the comments if you enjoyed the video. If you're not subscribed yet, please consider subscribing, because we do this type of reactions and even more content is coming up to our channel. So yeah, thank you guys for watching, and we will see you around next time. Thank you, Dean, for joining us as well.
Yes, no problem. Thanks for having me. See you later, guys.